Hi, I'm Danny Parrott. I work on the Getting Project. I just want to tell you a little bit about me. Okay, it's a great subject. For me, growing up in a school with disabilities and stuff like that was like living in a bubble. Okay, it was great, but it was being put in a bubble away from kind of everyone else. And the things I looked at were remembering that getting picked up every morning was great, especially when it was raining. Okay, no problem with that at all. But I remember looking out on sunny days, watching lads trying to shout girls, and lads chatting with mates and making friends as they walked to school. And I remember just looking through the window, thinking, why am I doing that? And the friendships I did make at school, there was no real lasting friendship. I remember when I was growing up and thought, I really want a friend that I can grow up with, have someone down the road that goes to my school and goes through life with me. And kind of going to a school like that, you don't really get that, because everyone's from around the city, and you all go on your personal transport, and no one really live near me, and there's a whole load of different barriers in the way of meeting up with people. Don't get me wrong, school was great to me, It was a school I got involved in disability sports, and I did really well in that, and they brought me on to be the confident person I am now, I suppose, and that was great for me. But the social side of things I really struggled with, Doing this project kind of relates to me because this was the situation I was in. This helped break down the barriers that I used to have. This is why I'm so passionate about it, because for me that was me, So if I can help someone get through what I went through and make it much easier, that's brilliant.
I guess you could say for me it was a very regular, normal growing up. Went to school, GCSEs, A-levels. It's a story a lot of young people have. But noticeably, throughout my time growing up, I didn't really have any interaction with people with disabilities of any kind. There just wasn't that opportunity there, no matter whether I was doing rugby, cricket, football, tennis, all my sports, all my social activities. And none of these clubs or facilities was there any disabled people there. I never had a chance to interact with any disabled peers. For me, that was something I never thought about until about year 8 in school, when Camden Court at my school teamed up with Sherborne Fields, and we went to Coombe Abbey for a day where we teamed up with the other school and did some activities together. And I had a very kind of closed-minded view of what this day was going to be like. I thought it was going to be me and the rest of the Camden Court lads really helping the Sherborne Fields guys and showing them what to do. In actual fact, it was completely the opposite. I turned up and I remember there was one lad in particular there that day that really just bossed the whole group around. He was from Sherborne and he basically told us exactly what to do. He was chatting with all the girls. He was doing more successfully than me. Which isn't surprising for the people that know me anyway. Basically, it completely changed my view and opinion about disabilities. It taught me that actually it's not me helping people with disabilities, it's allowing people with disabilities to have a chance in the world and show what they can do, show what their talents are. And I think that was a big turning point for me. And it's always stuck in my mind that day, and that guy especially, since. When I look back on what my experience has been, I wish I'd had more chance to interact now with people with disabilities when I was growing up. And this is what Grapevine's doing. It's helping to break down those barriers by getting young people with disabilities out there, meeting more mainstream peers, getting more involved in mainstream activities. And that's extremely important.